Okay, we've added a second gate, and this is our original detector from the other setup. So we just added the gate, we haven't plugged it in. This gate controller is the same, and the difference that we have here, we have the wire, trigger wire, into the detect, so that's the same. So everything is the same here. We're going to just plug in the gate itself and plug these two things in. We already have it connected to power. It's the same power, so there's no difference in this setup from what we've been doing. And I'm just going to pull this out and plug the gate in. There we go. And I'll leave the cover over off so you can see the light. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this other side, and instead of connecting this to the detectors, although you could do that. But what we have done for you, so there's two detectors already plugged in here. We have the center terminal that we're going to use as a signal. Now, if you have a sound controller or a bell module, this is the place to connect it. So it'll go from any one of the triggers or the bell case, it's only one. The yellow wire we provide goes to the output, which is the middle terminal. Now again, you could connect them all to the detector circuits. It's getting a little busy. So if you want to do that, what I suggest you do is run one yellow wire out of here, one yellow wire out of there, and have a terminal block where you can connect all of the yellow wires together. So either way, it's going to function exactly the same. Okay, so we have the two detectors, precision detectors, connected to the detect on number one gate controller, and on the output, what we call the sync pin, which is the middle of these three green terminals, the middle one, with the wire going down and going into the detect. So when this gets a signal from the detectors, it will simultaneously send a detection signal through this wire for this gate controller. So let's turn all the gates on. They're going to go through their sequence, blinking and flashing, and you saw both gates pivot up a little bit, so they're all ready. So now what we're going to do is we're going to trigger the gate, and I set the left one on 10 and the right one on 5. So the right one will go down first. The idea is to let the cars pass through, and then the exit gate will go down, and they'll stay down for as long as I hold my hand here. As soon as I let my hand go, the gates will go up, and that's it. And in fact, since we're using the detect line on here, if you wanted to, again, for wire management and simplicity, if you wanted to run the detect out of there, the sync pin out of there to your sound or bell module, that would be perfectly fine. And again, that allows you to connect all the wires into the gate controller. You can't really get 3 wires into one of those terminals, so only 2. So that's why we made that available.